For years, scientists have been forced to squeeze their experimental data into the arbitrary structure of tools not designed to accommodate scientific data, scientific workflows, or the dynamic nature of the experimental process. First, there were Word documents. Okay for static note-taking, but not much support for structure, bad at capturing an evolving picture, and no way to associate metadata, like images. Spreadsheets have become the default repository for many scientists. Good for numeric data and provide a structure, albeit a fixed one, but again, bad at capturing an evolving picture and no way to associate metadata. So neither Word documents or spreadsheets replace the trusty paper lab book. They just exist alongside the lab book in the growing collection of data repositories individual scientists, not to mention labs, have to keep track of. Then along came wikis. Wikis have proved a real breakthrough. They're online, and they allow links between different wiki pages. Unlike Word documents and spreadsheets, they're designed for group use, and in some respects, like keeping an audit trail, they meet the particular requirements of scientific research. A growing number of labs are adopting wikis to store and share general information, like lab meeting notes and protocols. But here's the rub. Wikis are no better than Word or spreadsheets as environments for capturing the structure and evolution of scientific experiments. In terms of structure, they provide fewer options than spreadsheets, because all they offer is the page, into which you can type text. It's possible to try to arrange the pages together to represent the structure and workflow of an experiment, but that's an incredibly involved and time-consuming process, and it's trying to put wikis to a use they were never intended for. So, the overwhelming majority of labs that have adopted wikis still have to use paper lab books to record their experimental data. eCAT is the breakthrough labs have been waiting for. Like wikis, eCAT's an online collaborative environment with all the collaboration and convenience that implies. And eCAT lets you easily impose structure to your data, not the arbitrary structure of Word or spreadsheets, but the structure you need. So with eCAT, it's possible to document your experiments in the same online environment as the rest of the information your lab deals with. No more paper lab books, and everything is in a single integrated environment. Let's look at two examples to see what this means. Let's see what eCAT can do in comparison with wikis. Wikis don't offer any structure. You just have a page and you type text into it. eCAT lets you easily impose a structure to your data. Take the experiment template as an example. You have a set of fields: method, objective, procedure, results, etc. What benefit does that give? Well, it lets users have more specific places to put their research data. When everyone is working in a structured way, benefits result. With a single field approach of wikis, you would need to read the entire experiment to find the data you're looking for. It could be anywhere in the experiment. With our template, you can be confident that the results are in the results field, etc. You can go much further than our standard experiment template, though. Let's look at this chip experiment from another customer. This is another type of experiment class, but it's highly structured with many different fields of many different types. For example, you can have a field that only accepts numerical input, or a date field that does not allow the user to enter bogus or bad dates. You can control the quality of data entered by members of the lab in a much more tailored way than with a wiki. Once your data is structured, then you also have the benefits of improved search. Sure, with a wiki you can find all pages containing a particular text in it, but with eCAT you can find all data with a certain value in a certain field. That means that you can use search to get to the exact data you want in a more targeted and efficient way. That's really useful when you're looking for something very specific to put into a presentation, a paper, or a grant application. You can get even more value from eCAT's structuring capabilities through linking between records. For example, if a set of experiments use antibodies that were also in eCAT, the experiments could refer to the antibodies in which they were used, and it would then be possible to find the antibodies used by an experiment when viewing the experiment without any duplication of data. In the visualization appearing on the screen, you can see how one group of labs using eCAT has used this to build an entire interlinking database of interlocking records. That's become an incredibly valuable tool, which helps them to conceptualize their research and organize their research data. Flexibility. That's the key point, really. No software can know how an individual lab wants to run experiments or organize its data. Everyone is different. eCAT lets you build the exact structure your lab needs to store your data in the way that works best for you. eCAT's template builder lets anyone with basic computer skills build their own templates. And, as you saw from the previous example, you can link your records together in whatever way you like. And of course, you can continue to create new templates and link them together in new ways as your research evolves, or to cater to different research approaches within the group.